Hi, it sounds like we did we. I thought I had lost the connection there. Okay, no worries, no worries. So, anything in terms of the questions or hellos? Okay, I see. There's my sapphire pouch arrived in the mail today. Blessings. That is wonderful, wonderful. Let us know how you do. It's a great thing. I'll be wearing one as well, Dr. Shealy as well, and so good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, now we could finish the podcast a little earlier if there's less questions, but I did also want to clarify that, again, the best way to think about IVs is not as a one off and you're done. Intravenous therapy is a long-term solution on an intermittent basis. And again, I wouldn't do that instead of health. Think of it as an addendum. Think of it as something that's on top of, in addition to everything that needs to happen. In other words, to make sure you're optimally healthy. And what does that mean? Basics, foundations, boosters such as IVs, cleaning up the system such as chelation, and ozone, of course. And of course, vitamin C is a cleaner upper in itself. Mindfulness. Uh, I'd say more important than anything else is really mindfulness in the sense of a purpose and intention. Uh, Anything else?
The important thing is to make a diagnosis. And, which metal and how much is clogging the pores.
And people come to us with all kinds of questions. So thank you for bringing this up because you've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
60 years before your retirement, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a long time. The first and foremost thing is don't guess. If you're not feeling well, if the energy is off, if you're starting to get together labels, blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, and then the doctor just goes, "Oops, okay, well, you just got another diagnosis. You're getting old. Here's another pill. Here's more pills. Here's injections. Here's things." That's going in the wrong direction. Getting older does not mean getting sicker, and if that's how it's heading, folks, it's time to reverse the pattern. It's time to think about regeneration. Functional, root cause, holistic, spirit, soul, energy, mind, control center, body. And of course, all the basics and the intravenous adjuncts. And I do want to say that unless we have questions, or they can come up later and we'll address them as well. You can find us more about information about Chelation, our clinic, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. The clinic number is 417-351-5221. And then, of course, where to get more information and where to find this podcast and many others is follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube. So, by the way, I do want to say, and this is a shout out to everybody here at our center, and this is in celebration of Dr. Shealy's foundation and accomplishment from the original concept of the Shealy Wellness back in the 70s and decades and decades ago when the holism was born in this country. And then, of course, several phases. And as we have gone through several phases ourselves, there's been some good, some bad, some ugly. We are honored to say not only did we make it through the hard times, and we got hit through some really hard times lately, which is wonderful because we overcame and we learned a lot. And we reopened. Technically as same organization, but literally as Real Holistic Doc 2.0, and what completely entirely focused and wonderful system of functional medicine, holistic, regenerative, just everything from spirit, soul, mind, body to the root cause to all sorts of wonderful modality services and specialists that are available. And bottom line, coming back to optimal health and coming back to the best you possible. And that's what it's all about. And thank you so much for being with us. Actually, and we'll get to the questions, but I do want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and thank you for your support, for your love. Thank you for staying with us, and we appreciate you. We love you very much. It's all about heart, soul, spirit, truth, light, love. Keep it simple. Okay, let's get to some questions, and then let's see if we. Okay, it's. Yep, I'm going to read this out loud. We use your magnesium, youth formula, and eugesterone cream. We are sensitive to the fire bliss. Is it okay to hold the bottle on the body with intention without putting it directly on the skin? And the answer is?
I've not tested it adequately.
Okay, it hasn't been tested, but energy and intention is the key. Here's the thing. You can activate literally by intention, by desire, and by biofeedback, by training yourself. And it's not that difficult. It's just a question of repetition, practice, and setting intention, follow through. And yes, it is possible, I do believe, to control the physiology and absolutely everything else. Fire Bliss is a bliss oil. It's just a quick summary. It's a little bottle basically that lasts about a month, and you apply it on the acupuncture points, 12 points, very easy, comes with instructions. Some people are quite sensitive to it. Again, it's very subtle, but subtle things are very powerful. So yes, setting intention. One way to check is to, of course, do the research and check the markers and the physiology, including possibly cortisol level and otherwise, and some other hormones. But until further notice, everything you do spiritually is absolutely essential. Hope I answered that question. Any other questions or thoughts before we call it a day? Okay, well, today is a shorter episode. Next week we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about another wonderful, amazing topic: health, wellness, holism oriented. Until further notice, much love and truth, light, and love. Take care.